At the end of the discussion, the pupils should be able to: first, explain the elements of the literary text. Second, identify the elements of the literary text.
Good morning, class! I am Teacher Mitch from Camarines Norte State College, Abanyo Campus. Are you guys ready for another exciting English lesson? Me too! Is everyone here? Okay, no absent. So, anyone who can recall our topic from the last meeting? Yes, Cherry. Great! In the last meeting, we discussed the meaning of setting, characterization, performance or acting, blocking, directing, and lighting. Also, we discussed how those can apply in making films. How can you effectively apply it in making films, Marjorie? Good! We can apply it in making films by knowing the different roles and understanding each concept. Very good, class! I have a song here, and I want you to listen carefully to the song entitled Be Polite.
Hi kids, my name's Lauren. I hope you're doing very well today. We're going to sing a song about good manners, like saying thank you and please. It's called Be Polite. Are you ready? When someone gives you something, it's good to say thank you. Say thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. When you want something, it's better to say please. Say please, 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 please. Pretty, pretty, please. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. When you want something, it's good to wait your turn. Be patient, patient, and wait your turn. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. When you do something by accident, it's good to say sorry. Say sorry, sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Be polite, be polite. Have good manners and be polite. Be polite, oh be polite. Have good manners and be polite. Well done, children. I do hope that you are going to have very good manners.
What was the song about? Yes, Rosalinda. Thumbs up! The song was about being polite. What polite words were in the song? Yes, Rodana Liz. Very good! The polite words in the song are thank you, please, be patient, and sorry. Why should we use polite words? Yes, Glenamel. I heard you say how you feel. That's great.
We need to use polite words because it helps us to deal with other people easily and smoothly. Also, it will improve our relationship with others, help to build respect and rapport, boost self-esteem and confidence, and improve communication skills.
Do you use polite words? Yes, Luis. You are on the right track. Good job, class. Now, let's read a story about A Letter Soup by Pedro Pablo Sacristan. Are you ready? Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a very evil and unpleasant crook who only ever thought about how to get money. Seeing anyone happy bothered the crook enormously. What he hated most was when people were polite and courteous to each other, saying things like please, thank you, and don't mention it. It annoyed him even more if they were smiling when they said these things. The crook thought all those kinds of words were a useless waste and were not good for anything. So what he did was spend a lot of time inventing the machine which could steal words. With this machine, he planned to steal please, thank you, don't mention it, and similar words people used to be polite. He was convinced that no one would notice if those words were to suddenly disappear when he had stolen these words. He intended to take them apart and sell the letters to book publishers. After he started up his machine, people would open their mouths, intending to say kind and polite things, but nothing came out. All those words ended up inside the big machine. Just as the crook had hoped, in the beginning, nothing happened. It looked like people didn't need to be polite after all. However, after a while, people started to feel like they were always in a bad mood, doing everything reluctantly, and feeling like everyone else was forever demanding of them. So, within a few days, everyone was angry and arguing over the slightest little thing. The crook was happy with his success, but he didn't count on a couple of very special little girls. Those girls were deaf and had to communicate using sign language. Now, because the machine couldn't steal gestures, these girls continued being kind and polite. Soon, he began to feel cold and hungry. The girls followed him to his hideout on the top of a hill next to the sea. There, they found the enormous machine busy separating all the words into letters. The crook had gone to take a nap, so the girls crept up to the machine and started being polite and courteous to each other. Try as it might, the contraption couldn't steal those words and started to suffer a power overload, which got more and more serious as the girls went on communicating. Finally, it exploded, sending all the letters it had gathered flying into the sky. These letters started coming down like rain and most ended up in the sea. After that, everyone could be polite and thoughtful again. The anger and the arguments stopped, proving that good manners are very useful for keeping people together in a spirit of happiness. Seeing all those letters fall into the sea gave those two little girls an idea. A little while later, they opened a factory, making alphabeti spaghetti soup.
Now, here are the questions that you need to answer based on the story that we read. Okay? Who was very evil and unpleasant? Yes, Margaret. Yes, the very evil and unpleasant was the crook. What did he hate so much? Yes, Jasmine. Good. The crook hate the most are the pleasant words. What was his plan? Yes, Alexis. Good remembering. The crook planned to steal, please, thank you, don't mention it, and similar words that people use to be polite. What did he invent? Did his machine work? Yes, Amy. Now you figured it out. The crook invented the machine and his plan worked. What happened to the people? Yes, Geraldine. Excellent! The people started to feel like they were always in a bad mood, doing reluctantly, and feeling that everyone else was forever demanding of them. Who was not affected by the machine? Yes, Precious. Very good. The ones who are not affected by the machine are those girls. Why were they not affected? Yes, Trisha. Good. They are not affected because they are deaf. Where was the hideout located? Yes, Danalyn. Thumbs up. The hideout is located on the top of a hill next to the sea. What did the girls do to stop him? Yes, Giselle. Very good. Based on the activity, what do you think our topic for today? Yes, Kazel. Very good. Our topic for today is about the elements of a literary text. Anyone? What should we remember when listening to a literary text? Yes, Cherry. Excellent. When listening to a literary text, we should listen carefully and pay attention to the details of the story. What are the elements of a literary text? Yes, Loy. Good job! The elements of a literary text are character, setting, plot, conflict, and theme. What elements did you remember from the story we read? Yes, Crystal. Yes, nice observation.
The characters in the story are the crook and the girls. The setting of the story is on the top of a hill next to the sea. The plot of the story is when the crook hated most was when people were polite and courteous to each other. The conflict of the story is when the crook invented the machine to steal the words and when people started to feel that they were always in a bad mood. The theme of the story is when the girls who are deaf started to creep up in the machine and started being polite and courteous to each other.
Very good, class. Anyone? Who can summarize our lesson for today about the elements and themes of a literary text? Yes, Janabel. Very good. Now, you are going to answer the 5 questions based on the story that we will read. Okay? I have here a story about the fox and the well. Ready? Okay. Based from the story, answer the following questions. I'll give you 5 minutes to answer the 5 questions. Good job, class! Okay, for your assignment, read the story about the Q by Jean-Paul V. Banay and write the elements of the literary text. Now that we are done, I want to say congratulations and thank you for actively participating to our discussion. Bye!